About 70% of the US population has inadequate vitamin D. There have been many different meta-analyses, over the decades, dating back all the way to the 1960s, looking at vitamin D levels and all-cause mortality. And it's pretty clear that having levels above 30 is associated with a lower all-cause mortality. In other words, people are less likely to die from non-accidental causes of death, whether that's cardiovascular disease. Although I would say cardiovascular disease is probably the weakest with respect to vitamin D. Cancer mortality is down, respiratory disease is down. Those are two of the really big ones, the big drivers with respect to lowering all-cause mortality. But so taking a vitamin D supplement is one of the easiest things to do. So there's many different reasons why people are not getting as much vitamin D in our modern day world. And vitamin D is one of the cheapest and easiest supplements to take. There have been studies that have basically tried to figure out, like, how can you take a person who is deficient? So deficiency would be 20 nanograms per mil or less. And when you start to get less than 20 nanograms per milliliter, you start to run the risk of, bone problems and other types of severe problems, immune dysfunction, for example. People that are deficient and supplement with about 4,000 IUs per day can bring themselves up to a sufficient level.
That was Dr. Rhonda Patrick, and she did an amazing job explaining why we need vitamin D as humans. A lot of us work from home now or work in cubicles, and we're not getting exposed to as much sunlight as we used to. As you get older, vitamin D is even more important, so please make sure you take this seriously. And before you run to the store and buy a bottle of vitamin D, I want to advise you to also make sure you buy vitamin D3 with K2. K2 is another supplement that helps activate the vitamin D3, and it also makes sure everything stays regulated in your body. Vitamin D3 can be a little bit expensive, but I did find a very affordable pack here that has the K2 and has the recommended units of 5,000 IUs. This company, Micro Ingredients, is really great. All their ingredients are sourced here in the US, and it's all high quality. You can get 300 servings for less than 25 bucks on the TikTok shop, and it's super easy to take with these soft gel pills. I hope I saved someone's life today, and I'll link this down below if you guys want to pick this up yourself.